Hi Will, how are you?
Good, Javier, how are you?
Oh, good, thank you. I guess we can take the mask off now since we are in our own car, so.
All right.
Well, welcome to winter in Miami, I guess.
Oh, thank you. I like your version of it here much better than where I'm at.
Yeah, exactly. So we're in the first drive for the ID.4, the first electric car. Well, actually no, because the Golf had an electric version, right?
Yes, we did have an e-Golf. So the ID.4 is the first US car on our dedicated MEB electric platform.
Okay, so I'm in the car. I have the key. I believe the car is running because electric cars don't make any noise inside the cabin, right? So any instructions how to drive?
Yeah, you're correct. The car actually, if you have the key on you, it knows you're there and it's ready to go. So yeah, what you want to do whenever you're ready is you will see that the shifter is right to the right of the screen in front of you, and you just toggle forward for drive.
Oh, the shift. Oh, okay, I'll get it here. Okay, yeah, we're going. So I'm sitting in the future of Volkswagen and you sitting in the present, which is, tell me what you're driving, please.
I'm in our all-new Arteon, which has been refreshed for the next model year. It has a upgraded interior, some little styling cues on the outside too. Took a really nice looking car and made it even better.
Excellent. So obviously with all the electric cars, as I always say when we're driving one, and there's been a lot lately, the torque is crazy, goes really fast, really quickly.
I can see you found the torque already.
Yeah. So tell me about it, horsepower, all the specs about this one.
Sure. So the ID.4, the version you are driving is a rear-wheel drive model. So the motor is in the back, has 201 horsepower and 220 foot-pounds of torque, and like you've already noticed, it's right there. So it's instantaneous. Makes it really fun to drive and get off the line in.
So I noticed it's a very simplistic, elegant design inside the cabin. A big screen here in the center of the front console, and then the instrument cluster, which is really nice because it's right there in between the steering wheel, and you have all your vital information there. But tell me about it, the design philosophy for this.
Yeah, so when the car was being designed, we went to a number of focus groups and involved potential customers, and found that they really liked this split screen design that we were proposing. So like you mentioned, it keeps your vitals right in the line of sight. So your speed, where you're actually going, everything like that. You don't have to look away. You can keep your eyes on the road and just glance down here and there when you need to. And then of course there's the larger screen, the infotainment screen, basically, which has everything else that you would need. Your music, your climate control, everything is right there and kept very simplistic, with either touchscreen with haptic feedback, or you'll see there's some buttons along the bottom of the larger screen there as well.
Let me see, let me find out. So this blue button is the home screen. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, so that's from there you can get to your navigation. You can go back. Yeah, really simple, very easy, very good looking, and all that. So Volkswagen already has in Europe an ID.3, right?
Correct. Yes, we already have the ID.3, which is a little smaller. If you want, something to compare it to here, it's more like a Golf GTI size.
For the US, this is the first one, but it won't be the last one. What can we say about the near future? I guess this is the 2021 model. What's coming up in the pipeline as a look? I know the ID family is going to be big, but tell us about it.
Yeah, so the cool thing about the MEB platform is, while it's very different in most ways from MQB, which our current cars are built on, it is similar in the fact that it is extremely scalable. So like when you look at the MQB for our gas cars, we've built everything from the Golf and Jetta to the Atlas on the same platform. And MEB is going to be the same thing in that respect. So you're going to see on this platform everything from the ID.3 in Europe to the ID.4 here, right on up to models like the ID Buzz, which will be the new Volkswagen van, if you will.
Yeah. So this pickup Ram 1500 just got in front of me. I heard alarm. So obviously also a lot of safety tech in this car.
Yes, it's fully loaded with our what we're calling now our IQ Drive suite of safety features, but pretty much everything that you've gotten accustomed to on prior Volkswagen models, lane departure, front assist, autonomous emergency braking, everything is there to not only give you a pleasant driving experience, but to keep you safe too.
Do you have any news, any partnership about charging station? I know other manufacturers are doing all that. What is Volkswagen doing here in the US for that?
We do. We actually, right around the time that we revealed the model, we announced a very cool deal that we've made with Electrify America. So everybody who buys the new ID.4 will receive 3 years of free DC fast charging on the Electrify America network.
Wow, 3 years, that's huge, right?
Yeah, it's huge in the fact that not only is it like a cost savings in terms of fuel and everything over the time that you own the car, but the really cool thing, what we're really excited about, is it really opens up the car to a brand new field of buyers. So if you were on the fence on buying an electric vehicle before, but you said, oh, you know what, I can't make it work, I live in an apartment, or I don't have a charger at home. Well, now you have the really, really robust EA network where you can go and you can charge up for free for the first 3 years that you own the car. So we're really excited about that. We think that will attract a whole new group of buyers to the car.
Yeah, that can be a really a deciding factor. I mean, again, there's still a lot of people who are kind of worried about how to do it, all that. If you put that for free, I mean, the keyword is free, obviously, right?
Right. There's a lot of decisions for people, especially people who are buying their first electric vehicle. It can be an intimidating thing. So we wanted to make it as easy and as turnkey as possible for those people who really wanted to embrace the technology but weren't quite sure if they could make it work. And really with that charging deal, it makes it work for so many more people than in the past.
Excellent. So we went through a little bit of highway driving there. We're going back to street driving, but again, the key aspect of an electric car is quietness, and it's really enjoyable, really nice. This is the first edition version, right? So what are the other elements into this car?
So the first edition is it's a little bit different in the fact that what we wanted to do is in the first package, in the first time offering the car, we wanted to give those early buyers some extras, some unique things that might not be in some of the other models. So what you get in the first edition that's completely unique is you'll see the white on the steering wheel and in the center portion there. That's completely unique to the first edition. Also, in terms of the color, the one you're in right now is a white with a bottom trim that at first glance looks gray, but is really a beautiful blue color when you examine it more closely, and that's unique to the first edition as well as some trim features like the panoramic roof, the 20-inch wheels. You can still get them in the trim line in the different versions that you go for, but this kind of gives you all the really, really cool stuff in one package.
Okay, so finally, what people always want to know, price. What can we say about this?
Yes, so the first edition goes for $2,995, and that is before any federal or state incentives. So it is eligible for the $7,500 federal tax credit, and then on top of it, determining on what state you live in, you can get the car down into the mid to the lower 30s, which is really, we think, a really attractive price point to be at, to get new people into this car, and to get people who would normally buy something like a RAV4 or a CRV, to let them make the transition into a full EV.
And to compare it to a Volkswagen product, this is similar in size to what, a Tiguan?
It is very, very similar in size and footprint to the Tiguan. Yes, the wheelbase is a little bit longer. The passenger space inside the cabin is a little bit bigger than a Tiguan, but that speaks to the flexibility of how you can design with the MEV platform, and with just an electric vehicle in general. You've noticed that there's no frunk in this one, say like in other models out there, but what we've done is taken elements like the AC unit, the climate control, everything, and moved that into the front area of the car to really free up that passenger space and make that cabin as big and roomy as possible.
And finally, is this already available? People can order it. When can they expect to get it?
You can order them right now. You can go on VW.com right now. We have a new portal for the electric vehicles. So the first edition, I should say, we're happy to announce completely sold out. So we're really excited that it was received so well by the public. But you can go and you can reserve yours, and we're looking at Q1 of 21. We're expecting them to start showing up probably in early March.
And this is built here in the US, right?
Not yet, but it will be. So right now, the first ID.4s are going to be built in Germany. They're coming out of our Zwickau facility, but we are shifting production. We've already broken ground at our factory in Chattanooga for a new line to build the ID.4 here in the US.
Excellent, and thank you for making the effort. I know you drove all the way down from Washington to be with us here in Miami. Maybe you did it on purpose to escape the weather, but I don't blame you for that. So thank you again, and I guess we're going back to Drive Shop, who is hosting this event, and we're gonna put the mask back again and finish this test drive. So thank you. Well,
yeah, my pleasure, Javier. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
All right, goodbye.